Imagine it's 3 o'clock in the morning and you're stuck at the airport waiting for a ride home. You're tired, your phone battery is low, and you're worried about how much the taxi will cost. But then you open an app on your phone, press a button, and within minutes, a car pulls up in front of you. No driver, no conversation, no waiting for someone to show up. The car door opens automatically, you sit down, and the vehicle drives you home safely while you sleep. You wake up at your house, and your total bill is half of what a normal taxi would have cost. This isn't science fiction. This is what Tesla is trying to build right now. And this simple idea, a car that drives itself, has convinced millions of investors to pour billions of dollars into Tesla's stock. Why? Because if Tesla pulls this off, it won't just be a better car company, it could become one of the most valuable companies in the world. This is why investors are betting big on Robotaxi Autonomy, and this is exactly what we're going to explore in this video. So let me break this down for you. Tesla is no longer just about making electric cars that people drive. The company is taking a massive bet on something much bigger, building cars that drive themselves completely without any human input. These self-driving cars are called robotaxis, and they could revolutionize how we travel. Think about it this way. Right now, when you take an Uber or a taxi, you're paying for two things: the car itself and the driver's salary. But what if you could remove the driver from that equation? What if the car could do the job alone? That's where the real money is. And that's exactly why the stock market is so excited about Tesla right now. In this video, we're going to answer 4 important questions. First, what exactly is a robotaxi and how is it different from regular cars? Second, what is Tesla actually doing to build this technology, and how close are they to making it real? Third, and this is the big one, why do investors think this technology could make Tesla worth trillions of dollars? And fourth, what are the risks? Because let's be honest, this is a huge bet, and it's not guaranteed to work. By the end of this video, you'll understand why everyone is talking about Tesla stock, why the numbers are so crazy, and whether this is actually a smart investment or just a lot of hype. Before we dive in, let me give you a quick reality check. Tesla's stock price has gone up massively over the past few years. A lot of that increase isn't because of cars Tesla is selling today. It's because investors believe that robotaxis will be real in the future. So the stock price today is basically a bet on tomorrow's technology. This is why understanding robotaxis is so important if you want to understand why Tesla's stock is where it is right now. Many people look at Tesla and think, it's just a car company. But that's wrong. Tesla is actually a technology and software company that also happens to make cars. And right now, the company is betting everything, literally everything, on autonomous vehicles. The stock market is watching very carefully to see if this bet will pay off. So let's find out what this technology actually is, how it works, and whether Tesla can really pull it off. Let's start with the basics. What exactly is a robotaxi? Simply put, a robotaxi is a car that drives itself completely. There's no steering wheel, there are no pedals. You don't need to do anything except sit in the back seat and enjoy the ride. It uses cameras, computers, and artificial intelligence, which is basically smart software, to understand the road, see other cars, read traffic lights, and navigate safely from point A to point B. Think of it like Uber or Lyft, but instead of waiting for a human driver to arrive, you're waiting for an empty car to come pick you up. The car shows up on its own, you get in, and it takes you wherever you want to go. When you arrive at your destination, you get out, and the car goes off to pick up the next passenger. It's fully automatic. No human involved at all. Now, why does this matter? Let's look at the economics. Right now, when you take an Uber, roughly 75% of your money goes toward paying the driver. The driver needs a salary, benefits, breaks, time off. That's expensive. But with a robotaxi, there is no driver. Tesla owns the car, Tesla maintains it, and Tesla keeps all of the money from every single ride. The only costs are fuel or electricity, maintenance, and insurance. That means instead of keeping 25% of the fare, Tesla could keep 75% or even more. This is a massive difference. It's the difference between a normal business and a business that could print money. This is why investors are so excited. This isn't just about better cars. It's about a completely different business model that's much more profitable. Now let's talk about what Tesla is actually doing right now to build this technology. Tesla isn't starting from zero. The company already has something called Autopilot, which is a self-driving system available on Tesla cars today. Autopilot can drive on highways, change lanes, and even park the car automatically. But Autopilot still needs a human paying attention. The driver needs to keep their hands on the wheel and be ready to take over. Tesla has also released something called full self-driving, which goes further. It can navigate city streets, handle traffic lights, and deal with more complex situations. Again, it still needs human supervision right now, but it's getting better every single day. Here's what makes Tesla different from other companies working on self-driving technology. Most companies use expensive sensors called LiDARs, which cost thousands of dollars per car. Tesla uses a different approach. Tesla uses cameras, just regular cameras, combined with powerful artificial intelligence. This is cheaper to produce, and more importantly, it's something Tesla can improve constantly by collecting data from all the cars on the road. Every time a Tesla drives, it's learning. Every time a Tesla encounters a new situation, that data gets sent back to Tesla's computers, and the software gets smarter. This is huge because software gets better with time, and Tesla has millions of cars collecting data every single day. Tesla's goal is simple: turn this existing technology into a fully autonomous robotaxi service. The timeline is aggressive. Tesla's leadership says that full self-driving capability could be available within the next 2 to 3 years. That might sound far away, but in the business world, that's very soon. And remember, investors aren't waiting for the technology to be perfect. They're buying the stock right now based on the belief that it's coming. So now the big question: why do investors think this could make Tesla worth so much more money? Let's look at some numbers. Today, Tesla's market value is around $1 to $2 trillion. That's enormous. But some analysts and investors believe that if robotaxis work, Tesla could be worth 5, 6, or even 10 times more. Why? Because the robotaxi market itself could be worth $10 to $15 trillion globally. If Tesla captures just 10 or 20% of that market, the company becomes practically invaluable. This isn't crazy thinking. This is basic mathematics. If Tesla can reduce transportation costs by 70% while making record profits, that's a business model that has never existed before. But here's the thing. This is a bet. It's not a guaranteed outcome. There are real risks, and we need to talk about them honestly. First, there's the technology risk. Self-driving is incredibly hard. Weather can confuse the cameras. Unusual situations, like a broken traffic light or a policeman directing traffic, can confuse the AI. One major accident with a robotaxi, especially if it's widely deployed, could destroy public confidence in the entire industry. That's a real risk. Second, there's regulatory risk. Governments need to approve robotaxi services before they can operate legally. Some countries might move quickly, but others might slow things down with strict regulations and safety requirements. Third, Tesla isn't alone in this race. Google's Waymo is also building self-driving technology, so are traditional car companies like Ford and General Motors. If another company wins the robotaxi race first, Tesla's stock could fall dramatically. Finally, there's the timing risk. Tesla's stock price already reflects the belief that robotaxis are coming soon. If the technology takes longer than expected, say 5 or 10 years instead of 2 or 3, then investors might lose patience. Stock prices don't just depend on reality, they depend on expectations. And right now, expectations are very high. If those expectations aren't met on time, the stock could fall, even if the technology eventually succeeds. So that's the main story. Tesla is building something revolutionary. If it works, the company could become worth trillions of dollars. Investors are betting on this future right now, but it's not guaranteed and there are real risks involved. So let's bring everything together and sum up what we've learned. Tesla is not just a car company anymore. It's a technology company that's trying to build self-driving cars that operate as robotaxis. If this works, it won't just be better cars. It will be a completely new business that could generate trillions of dollars in revenue and profit. This is why investors are so excited. They're not buying Tesla stock based on cars being sold today. They're buying it based on the belief that robotaxis will be real in the next few years. Here's the simple version of the story. Right now, transportation is expensive because you have to pay for the driver. Tesla wants to remove that cost entirely. If they succeed, transportation becomes cheap and profitable. The stock market sees this potential and is pricing it in right now. That's why Tesla's stock price is so high compared to traditional car companies. But here's what you need to remember. This is a bet on the future, not a guarantee. The technology needs to work perfectly. Regulators need to approve it. Competitors need to fail or fall behind. The timeline needs to happen on schedule. If any of these things don't go according to plan, the stock could fall significantly. This is why investing in Tesla requires understanding both the huge opportunity and the real risks. So what's my final take? Tesla is working on something genuinely revolutionary. If robotaxis become real and successful, the company could be worth dramatically more than it is today. But that's a big if. The technology is advancing quickly, but it's not certain to succeed on the timeline investors expect. This is why Tesla stock is both exciting and risky at the same time. If you're thinking about investing, do your own research. Don't just copy what other people are doing. Understand what you're betting on. And remember, just because something has huge potential doesn't mean it's a good investment for you personally. Make smart decisions based on your own situation. Thanks for watching. If you found this helpful, please subscribe for more videos about stocks, investing, and how the financial world actually works. Leave a comment below telling me what you think. Do you believe Tesla will succeed with robotaxis? I'd love to hear your thoughts. See you in the next video.